There are a lot of singers here in Nashville that depend on their voices to make a living. So taking care of your voice box is very important. Here to tell us how chiropractic care can help is Dr. Dwaine Allison with the Wellness Center of Franklin, along with his patient, Judy Rodman. Guys, welcome to the show this morning.
Thank you, Casey. Glad to be here.
So a lot of people don't know that. I mean, they know that Nashville is ground zero for singers, but they may not know that chiropractic care can really help improve performance. So talk about that, Dr. Allison.
Yes, Casey. Well, it begins with your posture. You have lots of muscles, intrinsic muscles in the voice box, the larynx, muscles that support that, your breathing, mobility of your spine. Everything has to work together perfectly in harmony to produce, good quality singing.
Right.
And so chiropractors work with that whole system.
Okay, talk more about the problems they face when they have those imbalances of the body.
Well, if you have, for example, fixation or stiffness in your middle back, that can actually restrict the movement of the diaphragm muscle. And so as that happens, then you're going to have shallow breathing. You can develop tension in your neck and shoulders. If your head comes forward, that can restrict your oxygen flow in your breathing. And if there's tension or imbalance in those muscles, then they actually can have to work harder. You end up straining, and it creates a bigger and bigger problem. Another big thing is immune issues. When people have drainage, sinus, allergy problems, there's ways that we have of neutralizing allergens and allergies, so that we're using biofeedback and computer technology and so forth to help with that, so that a person's not constantly having to deal with infections, sinus problems, throat problems, allergies, and they're just more free to use their instrument as they wish.
Exactly, and you brought a patient with you today, but not just a patient. You're also a very well-known vocal coach and producer. You've been in the biz for years. Talk about how you've seen Dr. Allison and chiropractic care has helped you so much.
Well, the body is very important to the voice. I mean, people don't realize that you sing from your toes, from your legs, from your hips. And like he was saying, the condition of the spine is directly applicable to the condition of the voice. In my teaching work, what I noticed is that anything that affects the breathing or the openness of the throat or the ability to focus with communication, focus your mental communication, anything that affects that will affect the quality of the voice and the effectiveness of the voice. So chiropractic works with, like he was saying, the middle upper back. If that's stiff or too curved this way, and stiff, it not only affects the breathing, it affects the breath control, the control of the breathing, because the bottom of the rib cage is where the diaphragm's connected, and the rib cage, as any good vocal teacher will tell you, needs to be stretched wide, like a trampoline, so that the control is there of the airflow.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Right, and the throat itself, if your head is forward, the throat channel will be tight, okay? And the throat channel needs to be open so that the larynx can reach the resonators and all that. So there's lots. If you get a crick in your neck, it's going to affect your voice.
Right. I'm not even a singer, and I'm already
to
sit up straighter.
Yeah.
And so you've had a lot of special training in caring for singers. Talk about that.
Yes, well, I've had my chiropractic training, which is very focused on function and form and everything being in balance. I've also had specialty training at Ithaca College in New York and working with singers and musicians, and also trained formally at North Texas State University as a singer myself. And in fact, I've studied under Judy. She's my voice coach, and she's produced my CDs and things like that as well. So I've been at this and involved with that community for a long time.
Very, very neat. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. And folks watching today, you have a special offer for them. This is a free consultation for the first 10 callers. The number to call is 615-790-6363. Again, 615-790-6363. A really great deal and perfect for Music City. A lot of singers out there. Thank you all so much.
Thanks for having us today.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Hey, the Wellness Center of Franklin is located at 128 Holiday Court in Suite 107 in Franklin. Give them a call. Again, it's 615-790-6363, or you can log on to wellnesscenteroffranklin.net. We've got a link to that site on the More at Midday section of WSMV.com.